How about we do a radio review? Well, welcome to the garage again. Here we are. This time we're going to spend some time looking at this HobbyPorter. This is a 7-channel HP007. It comes with a receiver and all that. I actually opted to get 2 receivers at the same time. It all came from Paris Junction Hobbies. If you haven't talked to these folks here, they're in Ontario, Canada, and amazing people, amazing service. So thank you very much to all you family, friends over there who looked after all these for us, and very happy to have these. The price is amazing. I don't know what else to say. So, now, why would I want a radio like this? Because it's, first of all, 7 channels. I like that. I use hacked FlySky radios all the time. And the hacked FlySky radios typically bring something like 7 or 8 channels with them on a regular basis. That's good. I need that for different lights, winches, different things, 2 speeds, all that stuff. So here's what the receiver looks like. Very, very small and very simple. And that's pretty important, actually. So the best news is actually inside. This thing, if I can get it opened up, I'll show you. They have a simple clip-on case. There's no screws. You never have to service them anyway, but the way they're made is just it's a clip-on case. And they're completely weatherproofed already, right out of the box. There's, I'm not sure if the light will help you see that or not, but there's basically some kind of a gigantic smear of some kind of jelly on top of it and underneath it. And it's obviously been flowing right into the board, all around the switches. You know, the whole thing is just friggin' coated. I mean, that's it. It's completely coated. The whole entire back of the receiver is coated. So basically waterproof, you know what I mean? It's amazing. I mean, right out of the box. And these things are going for like $100 Canadian. So, I mean, the receivers are $15 Canadian. Like, it's for a 7-channel receiver. And that's it. I'm going to have to read the manual and see what the switches and doodads are for. But inside the box here, so really well foamed. Pretty straightforward stuff. Foam. We have a manual. HobbyPorter. I'm not sure what language it actually is inside, but it's from the Shenzhen HobbyPorter company. That's what it says. And, you know, made in China. And here we go. We'll get all this other stuff out of the way. So there's the neck strap that comes with it. It already has a strap loop in here for a lanyard of sorts, and it comes with one. So that's the first plus right there. Boom. The LCD screen comes with this plastic cover over it, so you can pull that off and then get the actual shine, the beauty and the gorgeousness of it. Here's something you never knew should be on a RC transmitter. There's an LED flashlight on here with an actual lens on it. So you can turn on the completely built-in LED. And actually it points straight down. So you can actually drive your truck and see it at night. Like, it's like a headlamp built into your transmitter. And if that's not even more cool, it takes the typical 4 AA's, which is also amazing because the 4 AA is really light. You don't end up with the 8 AA heaviness that you get from a GT3B or something like that. There's no lipo crazy sauce, so You can just, if they die, you can literally just change them on the trail. And a lot of the times guys that you're with will actually have double A's if you don't bring your own spares. And then that's the simple trapdoor underneath, but there's another one here which you can open up, and you see that it's got 3 balance plugs in the back of it. This thing is actually a battery checker. You literally can plug in your LiPo right into it and check the battery. And on top of that, it also comes with a thermistor for this little tiny port on this side, and you can actually temperature check stuff right on the transmitter with the thermistor that comes with it. Mind blown. I'm not even done with the features on this thing, okay? So let's just look at it on the outside and see what we get. The channel 3 is a typical push button. This would be your shift servo, 1-2 gears, 1-2, 1-2, dig on, dig off, that kind of thing. Typical button right there. Very, very straightforward, typical thumb use, you know. And then there's a steering dual rate button right here, just above the 3rd channel. And that one is simple thumb grab, go, off and on. You can adjust that steering dual rate right away without having to use trims or setup on top of the radio. Just clickety click. Great, really great for fast trucks, like really great. I also forgot to tell you that this thing actually has a built-in gyro in the receiver. So speaking of fast trucks, you can use this radio on your X-Max or something and actually do all the shifting, lockers, whatever you need on your Revos, on your Summits, on your Traxxas TRX4, and get a gyro. That's crazy. Channel 4 is actually a latching switch right here. So right in the thumb, and it's a latching switch. Latching, which means it has a forward, a middle, and a back, and it stays there. So that is super crazy awesome, because what that means is you can set up your dig right on there, not like this button here, which is just a push button for a 1-2. It will oscillate back and forth between 1 and 2. The 4 actually latches forward, latches in the center, latches in backwards. So you can set up your dig on that if you have a 3 position. I mean, that's the coolest thing, right? So typical buttons right here, simple to get to for steering and throttle trim. This is just the basic trims that we would always have on the radios. There they are. And then the next one I want to see is channel 5. This one here. This is a knob. This channel 5 is a knob, and it's 100% a rotating knob. Channel 5. It completely rotates around, all the way around. And it has a little line in the center for when it's at the 0 mark in the center. There's a line on the knob. Not sure you can see it in the video, but there's a line for the 0. And then you have a full turn left, full turn right, and it's all pot adjustable, right? And then the 6th channel is exactly the same. So channel 5 and channel 6 right here, they're both pots. So completely adjustable. If you're building a tow truck and you have a boom on it, and you can, or you have an FPV truck, if you have FPV and you put the dual servo tracker on it, you can actually fully adjust those servos right here. You can completely adjust your boom servos or your heavy equipment right here, right there. Fully adjustable, channel number 6 and channel number 5. Completely adjustable right there. And then 7 is right in front of it. There's the 7 right here. And 7 is another simple push button like a channel 3. So you have an oscillating on-off. Use that for lights. You would use that for stuff like 2 positions, basically. You have a full position on, a full position off. So anything that you have set up for a 2-position servo, 2 position for light controllers like a Hey-OK or something like that, you could use it on 7 or 3, and you automatically have the 2 position, the on and off, already set up in the transmitter. So, of course, the regular thing is just the steering. This has a gorgeous foam wheel on it, and even for stumpy thumb guys like me, you can actually drive this while steering. So that is awesome. It's not sticking way out here someplace so you can't get at it. It's all there, right there, boom. I can thumb ride this thing all day. This is the actual antenna in here, and it's set up on this 90-degree canted knob kind of a thing on the back. I don't have any use for that being up. It doesn't really need to be up anyways for any kind of crawling anyways. So I'm going to turn this on. Here's the switch right here for the power switch. The power switch is like super nicely hidden. It's just above the lanyard latch, which by the way is a really heavy duty looking piece of metallic something. I think it might even be an aluminum pin that goes into the plastic. That's a big pin. And I'm pretty sure if you hooked on your everyday lanyard, it probably wouldn't tear that off. That looks like a pretty solid pin right there. So we're going to turn this on. There we go. It's a gorgeous backlit display. I'll turn this off so you can see what it does. You turn it on. So the transmitter cycles through the lights up here, and then it's a beautiful backlit display. This thing here, man, oh boy. So the programming roller is kind of like Spectrum style, where you go plus and minus on the roller. Gives you a beep to confirm that you're doing something, and then you press it in to actually make a change. So I can change the model number. I think it does 10 model numbers already. You can adjust the name. If you roll this thing through there, you go from the model number to the thermometer. So this is the measurement that's on that thermistor there that I told you about. You just plug it into that separate door here. The voltmeter is right there on the screen. If you plugged in your LiPo, you could get that right there. There's a whole bunch of other settings here. Oh my goodness, fail-safe stuff. It's got crawl mode for steering, so you can actually set your steering modes to crab or what is it? I forget what the other one's called. There's crab, and then there's the sideways one. Oh, that's crab. And then there's where the two servos go opposite directions. Anyways, that's all adjustable. There's ABS in here, reverse, exponential, EPA, endpoints, dual rates, micro trims. That's all set up in here. So, you know, and then if you want to find out your voltage in the transmitter, it's right on top. Tells you the model number that you're actually working with. There's actually a timer on here. So you can set up your own initial lap timer right on the transmitter. You know, really, really straightforward, man. Like, wow. It's so awesome. And then, of course, there's a light on there. So it's got this switch for the LED for your night vision thing is like right here. It's just simple. You're going along, it's getting dark, you just give that a whack and you're done. So this thing actually follows your throttle. Kind of neat. As you pull the throttle, you get LEDs that go up and down. See that? And reverse is the same. So you're actually watching the throttle control right on the LEDs. That's pretty neat. I find this thing to be super fascinating. I can't wait to actually tear into the manual and learn where all the tricks are. And I can't believe it. Like, even comes with a timer and everything built right into it. You turn the LED off. Wow. It's incredible. And HobbyPorter got us these radios in Canada for $100. It's $100. And the fit and finish on this is beautiful. It's very lightweight. It feels super tough. Like, really tough. It's got a nice stand on the bottom so it stays on the trail. Lanyard. Beautiful display. And not only is this receiver completely waterproofed right from the factory, they also say that everything on the transmitter is also completely waterproofed. So, driving in the rain, no longer an issue. I wonder if there's anything in here that I should talk about before I actually try this thing out myself. Takes 4 AA's. Yeah. I mean, it's incredible. I don't even know what to say. Just the fact that it comes with, and the manual is actually super comprehensive, so this is worth the read, you know? It tells you how to program stuff, what to change to do different things. There's a switch on the receiver to set up your fail-safe and whatnot. It's just unbelievable. There's the whole crawl mode thing, the whole diagram for setting up all the stuff on the screen. And crazy, man. It's just crazy. All the programming is all right here. Anyways, again, thank you very much to Paris Junction Hobbies for actually bringing these in. And thank you to True North RC for showing them off at the last event we were at in Canada, at Berkeley in Ontario, and we got to see these firsthand. They're amazing. And I'm so glad that we could actually get one and try it out, and I plan to, and I already am really impressed, and I think this should be a scale truck, awesome radio for scale trucks, man. Plus there's a mirror. We'll see ya. Thanks for watching.